I'm hearing from plumbers who've installed heat pumps who are now de-installing them because actually they don't work and they're costing people more and they're very noisy for the neighbour and people don't like them.
Well, I think the evidence is from the people that we speak to is that heat pumps are doing a fantastic job. They are really very efficient. So like I say, it uses, even if you're just talking in terms of our gas consumption, moving away from importing from Russia or Qatar, we use a quarter of the energy to go into a heat pump as we do a gas boiler, but just because they're so much more efficient, and that it brings with it cost savings. What we need to do is ensure that those plumbers, your viewers, have access to the skills so they can install those heat pumps properly, so that they know the technologies that go with them.
They work in modern houses where you've got very tight air circulation, but they don't work in less. But surely actually the way to help those on low incomes and indeed low to middle incomes is to have cheap energy in the first place, and then people can make their choice rather than forcing sort of huge subsidies to install technology. I mean, if we used our own energy treasure under our feet, like shale gas, like North Sea gas, then we wouldn't have to import gas from overseas.
I absolutely agree with you, Richard, that cheap energy is a massive part of this equation. And what we see is that actually offshore wind, onshore wind, solar energy is up to 9 times cheaper than gas.
Hang on, Sam. That's
rolling that out and ensuring that people can access that energy.
You cannot keep parroting stuff that simply isn't true, right? Offshore wind energy receives, including all renewables, is receiving £11 billion of inflation-linked subsidies. That's about... plus the additional operating costs of about £5 billion of balancing costs. That's about 500 quid per household per year. So it's not cheaper.